Hello, welcome back to the Blakey channel. Today we have another how-to. Oh my god, another how-to? Yes, just like all the other how-tos where I'm wearing the same outfit, this is one of them. So don't be mistaken, you're in the right place. Don't even worry. You have nails, I got nails too. A lot of people around me got nails. I don't know if I've ever met someone that hasn't had any nails. You know what's annoying about nails? They don't stop freaking growing. They just think they can find their own little place in the world, right? Without asking anyone. They're taking up my space all the time, interfering with my life, and I just had to put up with it. But no, today we are saying no more to that. We are not letting the nails have their own life like this. No, we gotta stand up. So I am doing a tutorial on how to cut your nails. Number one, I looked it up and I found out that there's specific tools for this. Like there's something called a nail clipper, which is literally for cutting nails. But that seems like too straight up. I don't think the answer is always that obvious. And also, who wants to bring this stupid tool around everywhere? Because in my mind, I feel like it would get dirty really fast. Like once you clip one nail, what, you got this excess nail on the freaking tool, you're gonna put it back in your bag? No. There's also nail filers, but those are even worse because you're getting your little nail dust all over the world, okay? No matter where you are, no matter what continent, no matter what state, no matter what ocean, it don't matter. No one wants your nail dust sprinkled all over the world, period. And that's it. None, nobody, not even me. So what are we gonna do to combat this? You already know. We got teeth. So do you have nails that need cutting? Don't you fret, you already have the solution right here. All you're gonna wanna do is get the nail and you're gonna go, what am I kidding, guys? Oh my goodness, y'all actually believed me? No. That is not a healthy way to cut nails. That is why there are tools in the first place. I'm gonna tell you a story about what happened when I was younger to scare you out of it, and then I'm gonna make sure you know how to do your nails from now on. So when I was younger, when I was in first grade, I have a vivid memory of being in my classroom, looking down at my fingernails and seeing warts on them, okay? And I know when you think of warts, you think of something scary, like a wart. Like I wouldn't even know what to picture in my head when I think of wart if this never happened. But it did happen, so this is what I think about. I fortunately was able to get it medically treated, so I was getting shots put into them every single month. I had a shot go into every single one of my freaking fingers every month. And I was in first grade. And this was for warts that were caused by biting my nails, y'all. I thought I had my own little nail clippers. And I was going and then turns out you're not meant to do that because I had warts. So back to that vivid memory. So because of the injections, I assume that's why they were whiting. But my warts were getting like white. It's like they were getting like crustied over. But I assume that's what the injections were doing. So they would kind of like freeze off, they said. But there was one time. Oh my god, it was one of my index fingers. I was like, oh my god. You get the injections to freeze off the warts. But they go right into the warts. So the warts like they freeze off. Like I don't know how to like. They don't actually get cold. They get like hard. Like they just tap out. They log off. I don't know. They go AFK. Like, I was able to pull back the wart and see under my... I was in first grade, y'all. I did not need to see this. I was able to see under my skin. I was able to pull the wart up and see, like, flesh. That was freaking terrifying to me, y'all. But it taught me one thing. Never to bite my nails. But I think I still did for so long. I think the first time I stopped biting my nails was a year or two ago. I don't really know what triggered it. It just became like weird, but I started biting like my mouth. Like I'll like bite like my lips a lot, like really bad. Like they like scar up. But I'd rather have a scarred up mouth than warts on my freaking fingers. So I think we're improving in some way, y'all. But nevertheless, I will always have a detrimental habit to my health. But if you cut your nail or pick your nail too, that's another one. I forgot I did that. I would pick my nails really bad. That also is probably what played a big part. But don't do that either. No. Your other nails are not for nail picking. I mean, that's probably cleaner than your mouth. So maybe if you're like, I'll do it sometimes. Like if my nail's already breaking off, I'll break the rest of it off, throw it away, and then wash my hands. That's okay. That's hygienic. That will not get you warts. I've done that many times. No more warts. I just think it was something to do with like mouth. Yes, I think it was something to do with mouth. Like, because there's like germs and stuff in your mouth. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I was in like first grade, yo. I was like 2 years old. I wasn't even sentient yet. I wasn't conscious. And I was already looking under my freaking skin and seeing my flesh. And I was feeling how trapped I was. I was like, what? It was borderline traumatic, right? Same exact year in that same classroom, someone threw up in my class right in front of me onto my desk. You know, I look back at these two experiences. I'm like, which one is worse? Same year, a bee broke into my classroom and my teacher was allergic to bees. So she started screaming and freaking out, running out of the classroom, leaving all of us in the classroom alone with the bee. I understand because she was gonna like die if she got stung by it. But like that was scary because she's freaking out over the bee. I'm thinking it's gonna kill me. I'm thinking it was all. I'm thinking I'm in the same boat as her. I'm like, there's this smart adult in the room that's screaming, freaking out over this little insect. I should be scared too. So you know, a lot of traumatic experiences happened around the same time, I guess. But who am I to compare those? That's not what we're doing here. We're just about teaching. So how to cut your nails? Honestly, why? I don't really like ever cut my nails. They just break. I'll get them to like long a certain point and they just naturally break. Like not even in like a painful way. They just like one day they're just like, I'm breaking. And I'm like, okay. And I'll take it off and then it restarts. So some of my nails are like all the way at the base because those ones have broken recently. But then there's other ones which are very long, which means they're gonna break soon. So they basically just all have their own little life, but they never really match up. But maybe one day they will. You know how beautiful that would be if they all break on the same day, and then that means like 2 months later they're all gonna be long at the same time. That is a time to be cherished, but it is not this time. But you know what's good though? We don't got warts. So compared to like however many years ago, we're making progress. And I don't want y'all to be hitting the subscribe button or the like button with warty fingers. So I'm making sure to look out for y'all. Stop biting your hands or pick. Don't do either unless you're very hygienic about it. But you can't be if you're biting them because that's your mouth. Your mouth going anywhere that's not food is already unhygienic. So I don't know. Ever since myself has stopped biting my nails, I see other people bite their nails and I get like a yucky feeling. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? But I understand. Like part of me does remember how addictive it was, right? Like it was just so natural for me to be biting my nails. But I look at other people bite their nails now and I'm like, that is so gross. Like that's so yucky. Like you'll be not even home. We'll be out in public, someone's biting their nails. I'm like, those fingers have been in yucky places. And you're putting them in your mouth. And then you're putting your mouth germs all over the fingers. You're gonna get warts. But somehow they don't, and I guess I was just really unlucky. What was I doing as a kid to get warts on my fingers, bro? What? There's no way it was just from that. I do remember I would like bite the skin off too. Like the skin on the sides of my fingers. Like where it gets like fat right next to where your nail starts. Like there's that little bump of skin. I would always bite that off too. I don't know if that's something wrong with me. Am I cannibalistic? Am I a zombie? That was my zombie impression by Blake. If you want to see more videos just like this one, subscribe. I'm going to teach you so much more. You don't even know all the tricks I got rolled up my sleeve because I don't got none. Like this video with your little wart-filled fingers, phalanges. Put them all over the like button. The more you do this, the more people's amazing eyes will get to grace this precious screen I've set up, right? This is cinematic. I know this has been a wonderful experience, but unfortunately it is ending soon. But check out those other how-to videos. I got a few of them. Listen to Blakey on all music platforms. Blake with a Y. Everywhere. Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon Music if you do that, because that's weirdo. I don't know. Tidal. Stuff like that. Napster. LinkedIn. Yeah.